Hey guys, I'm Jimmy.
Steven.
Dawn.
And Dustin.
And welcome to the Dead Truth Podcast. So every time Dustin talks on here, we got to hold Don's cat up. All right, Don, are you ready?
I might want to talk all night just so I can see the cat.
Well, yeah, exactly. We got to figure out who you are. We can't see you. What's up, honey? How are you? So what we got going on tonight, guys?
Did everybody watch the last 2 episodes of the first season?
I watched.
I did indeed.
Huh? You did?
I watched one of them. I was going to watch it last night. My electric was out, so I couldn't watch the other one.
Yeah, I barely got in the second one, but I got them in there.
Yeah.
I got you. So the zombie apocalypse come to Dawn's house the last couple of days. How long has it been there, Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's had no power in her water and everything runs off of it, and she's been like freaking out. That's what she was telling us before the show started. But she got it done though. She's here.
She's doing real life research for our case study that we're doing, how to survive the apocalypse.
There you go.
She's going to write a book.
There you go. So how'd your weekend go, Mr. Steven? You had a lot of tours, man?
Yeah, Cindy ran golf cart tours in Sonoy, and then I did a private custom tour. Me and Monica did, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. We went to Elder's Mill. We got to go to Morgan's apartment again. You know, let them see it because they were from like Ohio, and I was like, you definitely want to see Morgan's apartment because we don't know what's going to happen to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So we got them in there. We came and saw you.
Yeah, I was in the middle of my tour, and I looked behind me, and Steven was back there. He startled me a little bit, but him and his beautiful wife was back there, and I got a chance to talk to them. We had a pretty big weekend this weekend, too. I had like 3 big groups. Of course, our third group, I think, wanted to see the stuff that's going on the property, that new film, more than The Walking Dead, because that's all they talked about the whole tour. But we had a lot of fun with it. We did.
Yeah, I know you can't talk about it, but when we rode through there was some cool props and stuff going on. It looked pretty spiffy out there.
It is a pretty big production. I just can't say the name. I can't say who's producing, and I can't see where it come from. So I mean, you're not beholden so much as I am, but I can't talk about it at all. But I do got some pretty cool pictures of it. So whenever I guess the show comes on, I can actually share it with y'all a little bit more. It is a pretty cool thing. I seen one of the celebrities on it yesterday. Got a chance to talk to him for a minute. He wouldn't allow even pictures because this thing is a little quiet. They don't want anything brought out quite yet, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked really neat out there.
Well,
they brought
it's not every day you get to meet Weird Al Yankovic and claims that he's your adopted cousin because y'all look alike.
And Carrot Top, that's my cousin.
Well, you know that guy on the internet, Donnie Baker? That's who I seen. He said, next time you see Dustin, tell him he owes me money. I was like, sure thing.
I told my uncle to stay at home, and there he is out there trying to be an actor. But here's my real problem, not to get you off track. But why is it Steven and his wife come up behind you in tours, and you say they're beautiful? I stink up behind you all the time, and I don't get that.
Yeah, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say Steven was beautiful. I said his wife was beautiful. That's a different thing.
You got me good when you pulled up on me 2 weekends ago. You got me good, man. I thought that I'd done pissed off the local police or something. I didn't know what was going on.
That was epic. And I felt bad for people on the back. Because we stopped you for so long. You kept stopping to look at the prom pictures. And the people on the back were looking at us, and I was like, we're going to scare these people to death.
They enjoyed it.
But, we had to stop and give Steven props. But,
those people don't know what.
You didn't tell me.
Explain what happened. explain what happened, Baker. Nobody really knows the story, so you got to elaborate.
You gotta think that Stephen Sweet is a local legend. He'll deny that to the day that whatever. But Stephen is a local legend, and so anytime you see Stephen out, you got to give him the proper introduction. Stephen tries to be humble, so I felt and Jimmy felt that he needed a police escort on his tour. So we just so happened to be in the constable car, and we were going to do the police escort. We figured it'd be better to start from the back, and then get up in front of him. And so we had to creep through town because there were 3 million kids taking prom pictures.
Oh, there was.
Stephen was being very courteous because they were using the background of Alexandria on his tour. He's stopping and slowing down, so I have to stop and slow down. And so I'm behind the golf cart, and these 2 people on the very back are just kind of staring like, what is the police officer doing? Why does he keep staying 20 feet back from us? But eventually we got to start his police escort, and I thought it was epic. And then it got even funnier because what you don't know, Stephen, is Jimmy and I were trying to get some live footage in Egan's house and different things. And everywhere we went after that, there you were with your tour.
Yeah.
And I felt bad. Jimmy's like, man, they're going to think we're harassing the hell out of them. I said, yeah. I said, we don't want to aggravate them too much more, But man, it was so funny. Every time we'd go to turn the corner, here comes the golf cart. I was almost ready to go to the other side of town at that point. But, so we hope it didn't interrupt you too bad, but you did a great job. I think you folks had fun. But
we enjoyed it. I was like, I do a podcast with him, dude. Y'all got to start watching it.
Yeah, we were sitting behind Steven, and I'm like, don't turn the lights on. And before I knew he had the lights on, he's behind him. I'm like, oh my God. So Steven didn't do me like that. He just kind of rubbed behind me and kind of broke up the tour a little bit, and I hollered at him, and he went on. But it was nice seeing you there, Mr. Steven.
Yeah.
You did get a chance to check out that set, though, right?
Yeah. We actually, I didn't know what was going on, and we turned in like the little back way that we used to go with Atlanta movie tours,
Yeah.
And I was just showing them the Esco feed mill, like the back side of it from the road, and then we turned down that side road that kind of goes right into where the set was, pretty much. And yeah, as we were riding up, I was like, dang, something's going on here. So we turned around, and that's when I saw you. And then I came in behind you to get back on the main road because I didn't want to disturb the set. They were acting like you could drive through there still, though.
And that was a full open set. And I've never been able to do this before, but I could literally walk into anything I wanted. Like I walked into a couple of the buildings they had built. They're cool, man. I literally could go do anything I wanted to on that set. So, I'm hoping I get to do that for next week, but I'm probably not even going to be up there. I'm probably going to stay home for it. But it was pretty epic to be able to do that to a movie set.
I was about to say that. Like I said, I know you can't say much, but it looked like they had like finished some of those buildings that had been kind of like falling in or whatever you would say.
I can't say
not permanently, not permanently or anything, but patched them up for looks.
Well, that's what they're going to leave. I'm thinking they're going to leave them like that, but I'm not sure. I know. It looks more presentable, and it looks really cool, actually. It really does. And I hope for prosthetic sake in the movie, it's going to be pretty cool because, I mean, we're using that as a downtown area, but that's all I can really say about it.
Right.
Yeah. But I actually got a chance to meet all the guy that is one of the lead guys to make the whole set go. I became friends with him. He's lost over, I want to say, he lost like 150 pounds himself. So me and him talked about that for a while, and he actually told me bye today and gave me a fist bump, and I left. He's like, I'll miss you till next week, man. I was like, see you, buddy. So I actually became pretty good friends with a lot of those guys on the set when I was there the whole week.
Awesome.
So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Does that mean I get to tour the buildings when I come down?
If you were down here this week, I could have done anything you wanted to do. I had free reign to do whatever I wanted.
I do.
Yeah. But as of next week, I think this is such a private set. I think toward the end of the week they're allowing nobody even to go walk down that street anymore. So it's kind of going to stay quiet. I'm not even allowed out there when they're filming. So it's pretty cool to actually walk through it, though. It's really cool.
Yeah, it looked neat.
Yeah. We got any news at all, Mr. Dustin, or Mr. Steven to handle it?
Oh, I don't got no news. I hope Dustin does.
What you got, Mr. Dustin?
Dustin's been on hiatus, but what I will tell you, what I have been researching and reading in my free time, and it's been confirmed not only between the actors and some of the messages got out to publicists and different folks. The biggest thing is, guys, I really feel positive, and I'd like to hear what the listeners think about it. We've talked about it before, but it's looking more and more like we might have Mr. Rick Grimes back this final season. There are articles, there are the actors reaching out, there are just all kinds of good things. Now, there's something's changed in the past 12 hours I don't know about, but that is what has popped up on my feed. That's what I have been asphyxiated on, and and it's even got down to some of the Fear the Walking Dead cast. So yeah, but I'll hush there. But no, outside of anything new outside of that, I don't have anything, and I apologize. I will do better for next week and getting led up to the camp. But on the local news outside of that with the camp, guys, we got a chance, and I don't know how much you got to talk about it, Jimmy, because I was driving home that night. But guys, the camp is going to be absolutely amazing. Of course, Cooper Andrews had to postpone or cancel because of filming obligation, but we've got Angel Theory, and it's just going to be an awesome time. We took a lot of time to look at the venue, and we took a lot of time to walk through all the setup. And guys, listen, it is going to be so cool. I mean, how cool is it to be able to lay in a pool on a float and watch a panel of your favorite actors talk about your favorite show? And listen, you don't get that anywhere else. So those of you that might be, deciding on coming or not, I'm telling you, you need to be there. It's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, I'll hush now. I'm sorry.
Hey, they got Dustin coming. I seen you're going to be playing Deputy Doofy. Your stage name's Dave Sheridan, right? Yeah. So you got Deputy Doofy yourself coming.
I'm gonna have to do one of those quick telephone booth changes like Superman and get out of security stuff and go to panel host. But we're excited about that. So I might even sign an autograph for you, Jimmy.
Hey, as long as you make it sloppy, that's all that matters.
Just for you, baby.
So how are you taking that Rick Grimes might be coming back to The Walking Dead, Don? I know you're excited about that. I seen a fist bump.
I can't wipe the smile off my face. I say.
I got you. So everything else has been really quiet. I know they've been filming between the studio and Griffin. I haven't seen anybody since I seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan last week driving home, but Dustin didn't know about that because he wasn't with me that day, even though he was in Sonoya. So yeah.
At work.
Yep. Don was at work, and
that's when you're supposed to call your boy and say, "Hey, guess what I'm doing?" Not tell me 2 hours later.
Hey, Steven. Now, when you call Dustin, how often does Dustin actually pick up?
Don't bring Steven.
Don't bring me into it.
Yeah, well, what's that guy? I mean, maybe once out of a million. I mean, come on, Don. You know how it is.
Yeah,
you call Dustin, and he sends you straight to voicemail.
There's a difference. It's not that there's no love there. There is a slight, small difference if you say, "Hey, I'm 4 car lengths away from Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You might want to answer the phone."
Okay.
I can't text and drive. You either answer or you don't. That's pretty much it. Like, I was closer than that. I was like bumper to bumper with him at one point.
I don't like this roulette game that you play with the phone, but I'll start doing better. Things are calming down. I'm going to do better.
Are you playing Yahtzee right now? Or are you shaking up the dice? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on?
I got a little bit of interference for some reason.
It just sounds like you're rattling around. You're good. So, Mr. Steven, what we got going on now, buddy? What's up?
Oh no,
y'all were
talking about Rick Grimes, and I think he will. I think he'll show back up. I think they need that. I think they need to do it. I don't know. Just I feel like a bunch of fans would be really upset if they didn't, even if it's just for like a few episodes, like the last couple or the last few episodes. You know what I mean? And then and like I always said, I think it'll end with somebody asking where he's been, and it won't say, but they'll go back in the movies and tell how he got back.
Where he's been, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think if a fan gets a snap picture of him around Sonoya somewhere?
I don't
know. How you think that?
I'll be there.
I'm hoping.
Oh, man.
I'm hoping.
I think they're going to do it. I think if they do it, of course, we know some of the secret hiding.
What'd you say, Dustin? We lost you, buddy.
We need to get
was killed off. They low rap.
All right, we'll go back to where you said it. We know all the hiding spots because you totally went out. What'd you say now, buddy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said, I think they're going to make it so hush-hush, even though we know the hiding spots. We're going to have to be very, very organized on what we're doing and what we're watching there. But I think it's going to be like when they brought Lenny James back in and Michael Cutlass when his character was killed off, Abraham. I think it's going to be probably the most tight shooting that you've ever saw with that with the studio. So I don't think anybody.
Well, it was pretty tight, but we ended up getting him at the rap party. Remember, we got Lenny at the rap party before he was even on TV.
Right.
So it was pretty tight. Yeah. So we might have an inkling. We might find him.
Look, after we pull, what were we gonna do at the Grantville apartment? Make it seem like it was haunted. After Beetlejuice it. After we Beetlejuice that, we need to get Sonoya, Rick, Allen to like pose at a distance, blurry, and get a picture of him, and we'll sell it.
There you go. You could be like what does he call it? The Step Brothers, where they kept going to the house and doing stuff, and like there were dead people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you finish say, Mr. Dustin?
I was just going to say, Stephen had a good idea. I wonder how many people, if we did get a picture of Alan, because he looks so much like him, I wonder how many people we could mess with.
Oh, they would believe even if you got it from like a distance to where it was blurry, even if you got up close, I think people would believe it.
Oh yeah. You just gave me an idea. You just gave me an idea for the camp. I got a plan. I ain't gonna say it on here. I'm gonna see how many people we can. Late April Fool. And then if they don't listen to the podcast, it's their own damn fault because we talked about it. It might inspire them to listen to our podcast because they knew the plan. It wouldn't look like dummies.
Yeah, we got you.
So, yeah,
what's up, Miss Dawn? What you think? Is that a good idea?
Yeah. Late on me.
Oh yeah, Miss Dawn's gonna have to be the one to share it as an admin in the one group. So yeah, you're gonna have to go along with that rumor for us.
I want to spin a question.
Do what now?
I want to ask Stephen a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you doing these helicopter tours?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we are the Water Tower Tour Company is, but I mean, I won't be doing them personally.
Who is?
Colin will be in charge of them, and I'm not sure yet how it's going to be run exactly. But we are going ahead with the helicopter tours. Yeah.
Are you going up with him? Was what she asking. Are you going to have a tour guide with you?
I don't know yet. I don't know, but if not, like we transport you there to where you take off, and then talk about it there, and then you'll go up, and you'll be. We got to work it out with a helicopter company to see if we can because I mean a lot of it you don't even need a guide. That's what we're thinking. We could do a guide, but we wouldn't be able to take as many people up. So we're still working on the logistics of it. And I mean, you really wouldn't even need one because you just, you know what you're looking at. And it's stuff that we don't even know. Like, I mean, we don't even know what they've built on, you know what I mean? Certain spots and stuff like that.
Well, I'm terrified of heights, but I'll go up in a helicopter.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I don't have anybody to go with me because the girl going with me, Lisa, she doesn't want to go up. And I'm like, I need somebody to go up with me.
Well, you can always take Dustin and just tie a rope around his ankle and just dangle him all the way across.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. If you all start flying over Herschel's farm, I will bungee out. You can drag me, drop me. Listen, I'll be the human drone.
Yeah, I don't know. We thought that it had fell through, but it's a go again. Yeah, like I think it's for sure. I think we should be making we made an announcement, but like the official announcement with the link for the tickets and everything here soon. Like today or tomorrow.
I mean, this covers Herschel's farm, I'm guessing, the studio, stuff like that.
And Alexandria
said
you get to
Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
How much per ticket is that?
$135 before the
But if you get it before, let's see, I had it jotted down on my notes. I don't have them with me though. Before a certain date, before the camp, it's like an early bird special. Okay. And then I think it's in it, and we kind of just got with this helicopter company just to be able to let the fans experience it. You know what I mean? These are what they charge for the regular rides anyway. Like it's so. I mean, we just got it to see if fans would be interested in it, and hopefully enough people will book them to where they'll get to try it out.
Well, somebody
is that? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said somebody better book with me.
Yeah.
So they take off from Sonoya Airport or from Peachtree City Airport?
I think it's the Peachtree City one.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I'll quit grilling you, but I was interested. That's all.
Well, we just had a meeting today about it, so I don't know all the details yet. I'm still getting the details, but I should know everything by tomorrow.
Okay. We did lose Dustin, but we still got Don's cat. We calling Dustin right now, so we can still put him on air.
Well, he's the last me out the door.
Yeah.
So he
what's your cat's name?
Banks.
Banks. Yeah, we can get Banks looking like Dustin. He looking confused, so we got it.
He left. He left too.
Oh yeah. So we're going over the episode, Mr. Steven. What all we got? We got episode 5 and 6. So we got the CDC blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
And So let's cover some of that.
I noticed in these episodes it kind of really zoned in on the process of getting into being a walker, like the sickness, the way it affects your brain. And it took Amy a little while too, Andrea's sister, a little while to actually go through the process and become a walker. Most times now you don't see that much anymore. You don't see any of the process. It's pretty much like they're sick, off screen or in the background, and then they become a walker. My
question to y'all is, do you kind of miss that? Do you kind of miss it how it affects people?
Yeah.
I think they're missing a lot, I just feel like they're missing so much from that season 1. It's kind of crazy how different it was. What's up, Mr. Sean Watson, Miss Nicole? How are y'all doing tonight? But going back to that, I mean, it's just a totally different show, and I know we say that every time, but I just miss a lot of stuff about season 1.
It is,
and yeah. So, what did you cover in that, Miss Dawn? How do you feel about it? Those episodes?
Well, I really like the in-depth thing between. You saw the more interaction between Shane and Lori.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe, like I said, that something was going on way before, because that kind of took me there, and how he attacked Lori. So it's still
but
questions there.
I have a question about that since you brought it up. Like, why? So when it showed him, having the flashback, and he was, going to Rick's room, like, why would he put his head up to his heart if he was just wanting to leave him there anyway. Like, why would he was by himself, nobody saw him.
Because he's a narcissist. You know what this is? I've dated one.
Just trying to convince himself.
Yeah, because I think he has that narcissistic personality because everything had to be.
Oh, he's definitely a freaking psycho. I'm not arguing with you. I forgot a lot of the stuff. That happened until these last 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, he's definitely a narcissistic and psycho.
Like when he went out and he had that gun right at Rick and Dale walked up, you know?
You think he would have shot him?
I don't know. He could have said,
Do y'all think that he heard his heartbeat when he actually went down to hear it? Because it had to be beaten.
That's what I don't know.
I think he left him there on purpose, hoping he'd die. That way he can have Lori. I think this shit was all planned out from the beginning.
Monica made a good point. She said, you know, I mean, why did he barricade the door if he was already dead? I mean, you know, he barricaded the door if he thought he would. I mean,
maybe he barricaded the door so he couldn't follow him if he woke up.
Yeah. No, I'm agreeing that he left him alive is what I'm saying. Yeah, he barricaded the doors because he was alive. If he was dead, there would be no, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But a lot of people say he barricaded the door to keep the walkers out.
I brought that up too when me and Monica were talking about it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy that either.
Yeah. Why would you take the time to put there? Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to leave him there anyway when he's dead, you're not going to care what, you know what I mean? What happens to him.
I just think he put that there in case he woke up.
Or leave him there alive. Yeah, if you leave him there alive or dead, you don't care what the walkers are going to do to him. So, yeah, I mean, he had to have thought he was alive. I mean,
I heard a heartbeat and said, well, if he wakes up, I'll put this here. I don't know.
Why didn't Shane just go in and kill him then?
Yeah.
If he wanted Lori, why didn't he just? I mean, nothing would have happened to him. He'd been fine.
And that's what I like about it is I don't think it wants you to know. I don't think they wanted you back then. The story was so good and like just the writing. I don't think they wanted you to know like certain things. They wanted you to draw your own conclusions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they were in the CDC, I got a chance to actually go up there to that art center, and it's pretty cool. But me and Dustin did a little video in there with the glass. That's where they got the freaking grenade at and everything. Remember, he got it out of the tank, and then he blew that up, the CDC up. Mm-hmm. That's how they got out. Being up there is really cool. Have you ever been up there, Stephen, actually go inside of it?
I've never been inside, but we used to. It's the Cobb Energy Center, right? I'm pretty sure Cobb Energy Center. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to go there on Big Zombie 1 with Atlanta movie tours every now and then. If we had extra time, we would take a little detour and go in the parking lot and let people take pictures from the outside. But I've never been inside.
Yeah, if you go up there and they're doing a play, you can kind of go in and act like you're buying stuff, and you can walk in there and see the whole thing. It's pretty cool, actually.
Well, they have a lot of concerts there now too, like big name concerts. At
That's place. Cool. That's cool. I mean, it's right there in the happening place now. You got it's not SunTrust Park anymore, Trust Park. You got all the other stuff going on over there, the Battery. I mean, it's a pretty happening spot now. I actually like going up there, so I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's also interesting that the story I've always been told is there's a real CDC building in Atlanta, but it just didn't look like futuristic enough for them, or you know what I mean? They wanted something that looked different.
Have you been over there to the real CDC over there near Emory? That's where Emory University where it is. I mean, could not possibly. Yeah,
I've drove by it, I think, but I've never been, in it, of course, or anything. But
yeah, they literally have security after security after security. You have to go through 3 things of security to make it in there. You can see that from the road, and I don't think that would be a logistical nightmare to film there. I think that's more or less what the problem was. Not to mention it looked crazy as hell. Because they got just regular buildings in there, but that's a huge place you see.
Yeah, it's probably a lot more convenient to do it at the energy center too. And I mean, being able to film inside of there, and you wouldn't be able to film inside the CDC,
Right.
No, they got everything up there in the Black Plague, everything. So there is no telling what really can happen one day from that place.
And then back then they weren't really using Riley Studios or Riverwood Studios now, but they were using this little studio in Atlanta that was attached to the same building that was Rick Grimes, the sheriff's department, King County Sheriff's Department, that building.
I did not know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a little studio right attached to that building, and they were using it at the time during season 1 for a studio when they needed studio stuff, which was pretty rare back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually, like I said, though, I actually kind of like that season more than a lot of them because it was like a Frank Darabont thing. I don't know. I liked his spin on The Walking Dead. I think it was a whole lot broader than all the other directors. Especially Scott Gimple. I think he did really good on Clear, and then he started dropping the ball. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he knocked Clear out of the park. I mean, for a long time, that was my favorite episode. I think now, thinking back, I think the Negan episode would probably be my quote unquote favorite now. But back then, it used to be Clear.
Oh, Clear was great. And I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of I think it's the style, like the guerrilla style of filming, and they didn't have much money. It was a little grainier, and I like that. And like the tents, like the hues and stuff like that were, I don't know, they were just different. It kind of gave you that, I keep saying it, but it gave you that George Romero feel, of Night of the Living Dead. And it gave you the feel of the comics a lot too, even though it was so different. It felt like the comics. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, speaking of the comics, your boy got the number 1 of the what do you call it? The
Deluxe.
Deluxe. I finally scored that number 1.
You didn't get a gold full?
I did get a gold full, yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got it downstairs on the wall, to be honest with you. I bought a little thing to set it on my wall and everything. It was pretty cool to find one. But I found your Negan silver one too.
Yeah. Them things are too rich for my blood. Those are rare.
I found one for $30, just like I got the one I got.
Oh, that ain't bad then. Yeah, that ain't bad. I had a feeling. I mean, they were really sitting high there for a while. It was called Full Fever. And most time when that happens, like in the 90s, when the comics did that, usually they'll go back down. You know what I mean? To a reasonable price to where you can get them.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping on them. I mean, that number 1, I actually really, really like it because it took me back to the actual first one of The Walking Dead, the way they were in front of the comic book store. I actually like that variant cover. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying going back and rewatching these. So let's see. There was something else I wanted to bring up. Yeah, the whole Jim thing, that's always heartbreaking to me. I like Jim. I mean, he seems like he really went through it. Like, I wonder why I guess it just affects people different. Amy, she was already dead, so that didn't count, I guess. But, he got really sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
I think another part about season 1 is how naive they are, because it's like they're all driving vehicles and they're not about gas. You know what I mean? To save gas, they all got their own vehicle driving. Shane's got his Jeep. Daryl's got his truck. You know what I mean? They're still kind of naive, fresh.
Well, that was one of the things they were bringing up too. They finally started thinking about it when they got to the CDC, because when he wouldn't open the doors, they were saying they couldn't make it to Fort Benning now because they were all out of gas. And it's like, yeah, probably. You know what I mean? Y'all should have been thinking about that a while back.
Yeah. Funny.
Well, Fort Benning from that location would be almost that'd be like a 2-hour drive almost, because Fort Benning's in Columbus, so that'd been a lot of gas for real.
Yeah.
Just an hour drive away from here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But all in all, I mean that I like how it ended. I like how it ended, and I just back then I was really excited. I remember I watched the first season because they filmed at the school, purely because they filmed where I worked at. I remember coming home and like, hey, you need to watch this with me, and but I was with it at the time, like I'm not watching that crap, and then she got hooked on it too. It was just a weird time, I guess. I was back before season 2 even come out on DVD. I mean, I don't think season 2 was even on Netflix when I first started watching it.
No, I doubt it. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But so Jimmy, what have you heard about how they found Sonoya after season 1? Like, what I mean? The production team.
I always heard, this is what I always heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was logistical. It was easier because at the time there was no other studios. Pinewood wasn't here. The one that Union City wasn't here. The only one closest to the airport was that one. And it was small, and they could film the town of Woodbury and that little town of Sonoya, and it'd be extremely close to it. So I think logistical, it was probably easier to film there than anywhere else. Because I know when they filmed Fragrant and Meadows, The War with Kevin Costner, and a couple other movies, same studio they used back then, and they were trying to get that studio to keep building a little bit. Of course, that studio has been really small, and I don't think it's getting any bigger. So, but it's been here forever. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably add on to it though once the show is done filming.
Yeah, I hope so, because I mean the one in Union City is huge, and Pinewood's like a city, man. That thing is crazy.
But then again, they might leave it that way so they can build sets like they did the Hilltop and Oceanside, and Jadis's Heat. You know what I mean? They might like the appeal of the open fields as opposed to buildings in that particular place.
Yeah, didn't they film Rampage down there too? I think they use that studio for Rampage, and I think they use it for a couple others.
I don't know about Rampage.
Rampage was definitely filmed down in there because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was coming back and forth out of there when they were filming Rampage because it was easy for JDM just to film it out of there.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, some autograph guys too. Yeah,
I didn't really care for that movie too much. It was okay.
I like JDM in it because he was Negan. He wasn't anybody else. He really was.
Straight up.
Yeah, he definitely was Negan. But that's why I liked it.
It's a fun movie. You know what I mean? It's a fun movie. You don't go into it looking for anything deep, but it was a fun movie. Yeah. It's kind of like that new Mortal Kombat.
I have not seen that yet. I've heard bad stuff about it.
I liked it.
Really?
Watch it one time. Don't think about it. Just watch it and have fun. And I think it's good if you look at it like that. If you go into it looking for a story and all that, I mean, it's not great.
So it's not like the 90s version at all? Is it any better than the 90s version?
I don't know. I love that 90s version. That just brings back so many memories as a kid. You know what I mean? Like that was the only good video game movie that was out at the time that came out in a long time. And I never expected it to do better or to be better than that one. I don't think it could top it.
Well, that's kind of our childhood in a lot of ways, man. Nostalgia wise, it was pretty awesome. I know we had a couple other movies nostalgia wise, but that Mortal Kombat movie, I can remember it like it was yesterday. But this one, I because I love that movie so much, I was kind of like hesitant about watching the new one.
So, I would watch it. It's worth a watch.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Miss Dawn, what do you think?
I'm excited to see that new zombie movie. What, on Netflix, May 21st? Is that when it is?
Army of the Dead.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that don't that take place in Vegas? Ain't that where actually they are? Yeah, that looks awesome. It really does.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too.
Sorry, we keep breaking up a little bit.
No, Zack Snyder, he's doing that one, right? He did that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I think it should be pretty good.
I mean, it looks awesome from the trailer. I knew JDM tweeted it out. That's the first time I seen it. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I started looking. I'm like, that's pretty damn awesome. But the walkers in it's pretty smart. I mean, the zombies are really smart in that, and they fight against you in a team. It's really kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of exciting.
Yeah. So I mean, Romero didn't he do an Army of the Dead not too long ago? I mean, with John Leguizamo, wasn't that Army of the Dead?
I've never seen that one, honestly.
And it was kind of the same. I think this may be like a revamp of it in a different place, kind of like, you know what I mean? Because I think that was like New York or something. But I want to say it was Army of the Dead. I could be wrong. If anybody knows that's watching, let me know. But it had John Leguizamo, and like in it, the zombies were kind of developing, you know, actual like mechanics, like as far as like holding guns or weapons and being able to fight back and think. Like, you know, that walker or that zombie that's always used to come to Walker Stalker Con, that's like Big Bob.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
he's from that. That's the one he was in.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the first ones. He was one of the first zombies that started thinking in the actual movie.
Okay, yeah, I remember Big Bob. I know. I think all those. I've seen so many of those walkers. Well, I keep calling walkers zombies from other shows and stuff. Being a Walker Stalker, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I want to say Walker every time.
Yeah, me too.
So what y'all think about Fear last night?
Oh, you got to tell us.
I don't know.
I've been slacking. I'll usually binge Fear. I'll wait till they all air and watch it. Probably. I don't know. I might try to catch up.
It was kind of crappy for Mother's Day, I thought.
Oh yeah.
Well, what happened? Elaborate.
I don't want to tell you somebody's on there in spoilers, and you all haven't watched. So
it's been a day.
It's okay. We asked you. It's fine.
Spoilers ahead. It's been a day. It's been 24 hours, so I think you're allowed.
Well, you know the lady that was pregnant that was with Morgan, she lost the baby. The baby.
Oh.
And I'm like, why wouldn't Kim write that for Mother?
Yeah, that's a little bad timing.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of
Yeah, I was about to say maybe he didn't know, but then again, I don't know. Maybe they could skip a week if it just fell on that, and they should just skip the week and take the week off.
Yeah, that was kind of bad timing. I agree on that one. That's awful, actually.
Yes, everybody was kind of like really about it. They were like, "Oh man," like, you know what I mean? He got a lot of negativity. Yeah. But what it did is it like took it in the future, because you seen Morgan with gray hair and stuff, and he meets his daughter, and she's older and she knows how to fight, you know, with the stick and everything. And actually she's in a dream, and it's not, she thinks she's the one that's dying, but it was actually the daughter was stillborn.
Oh, so it didn't actually flash forward. It was a dream.
Well, it was a dream. They were older and the older. So she was thinking that she was dead, the mother, but actually when it went back to real time, the daughter was stillborn.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it kind of played with her.
I was hoping it didn't really flash forward, because I want to see, just as bad as I want to see Rick back, I almost want to see Morgan back on the flagship show just as bad.
And I'm Madison back. I kind of think they're hinting around, but I don't know if they're really going to bring her back. But I just think
they should definitely bring Morgan and Rick back for the final season, even if they were just there for a couple episodes.
Yeah, I agree.
I know they took Morgan off this show to make that show better, but I just miss him in the show. I really do.
And you know who I miss? I miss Dwight.
I love Dwight.
I do too.
Yeah. It made no sense why both of them left. It really didn't. Like, Morgan just took off walking. And he just so happened to find those guys. It's really weird.
I was really hoping John Dory, Dwight, Morgan would all, like, maybe they would find Madison, maybe not. Or no, not Madison. Am I thinking Madison? Is that the
Yeah, that's Alicia's mom.
Yeah, okay. Madison and I don't know, just some of the other people from that show, like a couple other ones, and they would all find their way back to Alexandria. But we know John Dory ain't gonna freaking make it now. I mean,
yeah. What if Rick and Morgan started talking on the actual CB radios?
Oh yeah, I was thinking
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that was a good little part about watching the first season, seeing them still trying to communicate.
Yeah, that just kind of went away. That's kind of sad, but I was thinking maybe that'd be kind of cool to actually start talking to each other through those things. It'd be really cool.
But August 22nd will be here soon. I mean, this is flying by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for it either. I know I can't wait for the camp either. They actually got some pretty good people coming this time. I'm actually really stoked about it.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Y'all got to go see him, Joshua Michael. I know everybody knows him. Played Jared, the Savior. That's my boy. I get to host a panel with him, so I'm excited about that.
That's pretty cool. You what now?
I said he's one you love to hate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about asking him to do the whole panel just as Jared.
That would be cool.
You know what I mean? Answer the question as Jared. Just be Jared the whole time.
That'd be kind of different. You need to do that.
Like be Josh, or no, I can introduce him as Jared and everything. Just have him be Jared. Answer like he would if he was Jared. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Do it.
You think I should?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, man.
I might do that.
I kind of want to know how it was on the set of the Motley Crue movie. I kind of want to know about that too. And he was on it for a little while.
Man, he is on so much stuff. Yeah, he's in a lot that I could ask about. But yeah, I mean, I could even ask him questions like that, but still have him answer. You know what I mean? As Jared.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm gonna run that by him because he did a little video one time where he was in his dressing room for The Walking Dead and he was like bored. Me and Monica were watching it and he was like acting like Jared, just talking about random stuff, and it was so funny. It was hilarious. So I was like, man, I need to do that panel and just let him be Jared.
That's funny. Speaking of that, let's do this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Can we get a shameless plug, Steven?
Yeah. Let's see. So hold on. What's going on with Harrelson during the camp?
Basically, Miss Pam's going to be doing all the actual tours out there when I'm actually doing the question and answer panels. So she's going to be out there doing tours. Just going to be the same thing. We do have a tour coming, I think, in another week or two of 30 people just on the one tour. So we're doing okay. We're not doing too bad.
But they can come see y'all during the camp.
Yeah, they can come see us at the camp. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be at the camp, but Miss Pam will take care of you, and she's just as good as I am. Yeah, she's been doing it just as long. She's taking a little time off with COVID. She was kind of afraid of it, but she got her vaccination. She's kind of back with me now. She does it during the week, and I do it the weekend. But since the movie's been filming, well, not filming yet, but about to, she's been doing another job for Jamie, and I've been working the total weekend. So yeah.
So another shameless plug. If you ain't got your tickets to the camp, I'm sure they're still available. And we're doing tours all weekend, and we're getting pretty booked up. So we've even got another golf cart that we're going to be running. So we're going to be running 2 different golf carts, and so there's some seats left. So if you ain't got one, you want to jump on a tour with us, you better grab it.
I got mine.
You need to take the governor off that golf cart. We can go a little faster.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, man.
We got to name the big golf cart. Now I'm trying to think of a name for it. I'm thinking Bertha or Stretch. I don't know yet. Stretch
fits it a little more because it is kind of long.
Or Lucy, like Lucille, just Lucy.
There you go. Are y'all gonna put any kind of sticker job on the side of that thing where you advertise the tour?
Yeah, well, oh, you mean on the golf cart?
Yeah, like a wrap.
Miss Cindy's gonna have it wrapped. Yeah, she's gonna have it wrapped.
Okay.
I think here soon she's gonna have it wrapped. And we need to get we need to get a podcast sticker for it.
Okay, we can do that. No big deal. So, Miss Dawn, what are you hoping for this new season? What do you see coming down the pipe?
Well, I'm kind of like Steven. Everybody, I wanted Morgan and Madison, Alicia, all to come together, and then Rick be there.
Yeah, I get it. That's kind of what I want. I just kind of want to see Rick ride it out. And I'll be honest with you, I've been kind of, I love the show, but I've been kind of depressed like last couple of seasons not seeing him around. I think he was more a part of the show than we thought. I mean, to me.
Yeah. I don't think they were initially planning on bringing him back. I think if they do, I think they were just going to do the movie, but I think I hope that they feel that fans need it. I mean, we need it. We need him to come back for, some of it.
Well,
just
Daryl was going to be a strong leader, and I love Daryl. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he's that alpha character male to carry the show.
Well, he's got one side kind of. I mean, it's Rick was just Rick Grimes. I mean, he was a leader. I mean, I don't see Daryl even wanting to be that really. I don't think he wants to be that.
That's not his personality.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. When I think of The Walking Dead, I think of Rick on top of a bus, or the one behind me right there. That's what I think of. I think of him. I don't think of Daryl.
Rick riding his horse into Atlanta that first time.
There you go.
First season, yeah.
Or even
I think of him.
I think of Carl too, and they took that away.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't. I hate to say it. I just don't think of Daryl. I think Daryl's always his sidekicks. Like, you can't take Robin and make him Batman. It just don't work.
Right.
No, they tried it and it didn't work.
Yeah. I just kind of hope that Rick kind of goes into the spinoffs or something like that. I hope to see him more.
So I've been seeing chatter in some groups acting like the Carol Daryl spinoff may already be filming for it. I don't know about that. I think somebody got some misinformation.
I think that's a little premature. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still thinking that they're crunching numbers from those bonus episodes of the Carol and Daryl episodes to see if it's even going to be, feasible to do that show. I mean, there's so much more they could do, or they could make it better. I mean, I would love to see the show. I love those characters, but they'd have to do a little bit better than those bonus episodes that we got.
So would you all be mad if he woke up and it was all a dream and those people were sitting around, Lori and Shane, Carl?
Yeah. I've thought that for years. Yeah.
No, I never thought it, and I don't know. I think, I would be upset.
I remember back in the day when we were doing tours initially. I want to say back in right as season 3 ended, and we were discussing it. I'm like, it'd be funny as hell if Rick just woke up from his coma, and they're like, I would hate it. I'm like, well, it'd be kind of funny though, but I think now it'd be really messed up because he wasn't even there through like the whole last couple seasons.
Think about it. Morgan could come in as the doctor. Daryl could be like the janitor.
Like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be crazy though, man.
I think they should have it all be like Kirkman first proposed it to Skybound or Image Comics. That, you know what I mean? Have it be alien spores that infected everybody and it be aliens.
That would be an interesting way to go out, though.
I'm just kidding. Man. It should not do that. I'm joking, but I do hope they tie in. Speaking of aliens, though, there was that side story about what was it? We were talking about it at one point. Rick Grimes, I think, brother that was like in Paris or England.
Yep.
I hope they do like a little side story of that, like in the Tales of the Walking Dead. I really think they could do more with a spinoff like that, like maybe an anthology spinoff where it was like something different every time, a different character's backstory. Do like the Here's Negan with different characters. Throw in some stuff like the alien thing I was telling you about, where Strick's brother overseas. Throw in some stuff about Clementine, maybe from the Telltale games. Have a character like Clementine and kind of follow that story a little bit.
I would love a governor.
That would be neat. A governor backstory, a in-depth governor backstory.
Whatever happened to the governor spinoff they were talking about? Whatever happened with that? It just fell apart.
I never heard. When were they going to do that?
I remember hearing something about it, either a movie or something. They were going to do Rise and Fall of the Governor.
Based on those books?
Mm-hmm. It never come to fruition, though. It never happened. I was kind of looking forward to it being a Governor fan, because I am a Governor fan, but it just never happened. I heard they were going to bring Morrissey back for it and everything, but it just didn't happen. Did
you read those books?
No, I never read the books. I try not to. I try not to read so much of the outside stuff because I don't want to mix it in with the tours I do. Because I don't know. Yeah, I have these people, I know you do too, that come on a tour and try to see what you know when they try to fuck with you. And you have to really start breaking stuff down to actually kind of show them you do know stuff. So I don't know. You still get those people like I do?
I don't know. Hardly ever. I don't know. No, I don't think I've ever gotten anybody like that. I don't know. You must get all the a-holes down there. Yeah. I don't know.
No, like they legitimately try to figure out what you know, and they work me. Like sometimes they just ask me stupid stuff, and I'm like, okay, because I ask them ahead of time, like, you got any questions? I don't care how dumb it is, just ask. And they'll start rambling off crazy stuff, and I'm like, okay. So I just roll with it. One time, one of the guys though, he actually said some stuff I didn't know. Like when Andrea was closing the barn where the governor and Rick had their meeting at, they had a guy it was a mess up, and they actually had a guy that was closing the door for her. He just happened to get his hand in the screen. I was like, I didn't know that. I went back there and watched it. I'm like,
I've learned some stuff like that from fans too. Yeah. They pick up stuff that I hadn't before, and I always appreciate it because that gives me something to tell next time when you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'll tell them, I'm going to steal that.
Yeah, I go back and watch it. I'm like, I'll be damn, look at there. I'm damn, I was like, that stuff really happened. There was a scene in Harrelson when Merle first came in on the property, and if you watch it, like the tires changed. That Caprice Classic had 20s on it, but when he came in the property at first, it had like 15-inch rims on it. It's just normal stage rims, and I'm like, holy crap! So I went back and watched it, and I was like, that really damn happened. I couldn't believe it. It's like, I guess they had to do whatever cars on set that day. But yeah, one had 15s, one had 20s.
So let me ask you a story that I've heard. Let me ask you if this is true or if you've ever heard it, because I don't think we could ever know if it was really true. But so when Rick it was just Rick, when he first came in contact with the Claimer gang, and he killed the guy on the toilet. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. I was told, I got it as we're rewatching. I'm hoping I'll get there and rewatch it soon. I should have rewatched it before, but I was told that his pants were up, and that bothered a lot of people. Like, you know what I mean? His pants were up. They weren't down, like he was, using the bathroom. And then I heard when they attack him, you see dust fly everywhere. And I heard that originally he was up there cutting up drugs, some kind of drugs, and they cut that part out because they were a little afraid to air that on like TV at that time. Like,
now, I've never heard that story, but what I do know about that whole episode is they filmed inside of that at the studio. They actually have behind the scenes of it. You might have it in there, but I never heard about the drug situation.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just.
I did know when they filmed the Negan when he bashed Glenn in the head and Abraham. The next couple of episodes after that, they basically toned it down. They had a chase scene that they actually filmed at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They cut totally out of it because they didn't want to put any more brutality in there. The next couple episodes after, they kind of toned it down a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but Yeah, interesting. But yeah, they do have the behind the scenes stuff of that episode you're talking about, and they actually show Rick jumping down and everything in that behind the scenes. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I just want to rewatch the episode to see if his pants are really not down and if you can see dust flying everywhere when he attacks him.
Now I gotta go back and watch it too, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, who knows if it's true or not? I hear so much stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know what's true and what's false behind the scenes anyway, unless you were there.
Right.
It's kind of like everybody talks about Daryl when he mooned Andrew Lincoln on the set when they did the gutters. Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody's got pictures of it. I wish they did. This would be kind of funny.
That's a pretty consistent story, though. I believe that one because I've heard that one. I mean, from multiple people.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of funny though to actually did. Did you hear that Daryl tried to keep that the dog puppy? Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, Norman in real life tried to keep that dog puppy because he wanted to hang on to him.
Aww.
Yep. All right, guys. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Wait till our sponsor list gets up there. Walking Dead Harrelson, of course. Water Tower Tours were Mr. Steven. Auto Wraps Plus. The camp. Come out and see us out there. Abraham's Army. Survive the Night. Zontography with Danielle. They're doing the pictures. The Horror Nation and our good friends over at The Walking Dead is amazing. Miss Dawn's our big lady over there. She actually does the trivia nights with them sometimes. I try to keep my mouth shut from answering stuff, but she does a great job with that. And also, I'd like to thank Jeff Wagner for being a Patreon. Dawn, of course, Linda, Miss Cindy, and Mr. Casey. Miss Christy and Mr. Casey. I appreciate y'all. You got anything to say for tonight, guys?
Oh, no, just thanks for tuning in, everybody.
We're going to watch the next 2 episodes.
Are we going to watch 2 or are we going to go with 1 again?
Season 2, episode 1 and 2. Is that
episode 1 or we can do that.
How many are in 2? I'm trying to think.
There's 16.
12 or
16. Well, as 16, they start getting bigger, we definitely need to start doing more than 1. So yeah, 16 we should probably do 2.
Okay.
All right, guys. We love you. Till next time. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Peace.